Oh my gosh.
I choose this brownie. Such a workout.
She's like making a TikTok of her rolling on the ground chasing a brownie. So today we got a fat acceptance TikTok compilation that we're gonna react to. So channel right here. And yeah, let's watch. Skinny people don't deserve body positivity. That's what it's called. So that's cringe, but hey, gotta make some fat phobes real mad. Starting off the video with that definitely almost gave me a heart attack. Not from heart disease though. Hating fat people doesn't make you any cuter. Neither does that. Hey, I mean, if you hate fat people so much, maybe you'll just be in shape and you'll look good, and maybe it will make you cuter. Hey, maybe. Or you could look like this. Or you could look like this.
The girls who girl. The girls who girlin'.
Then people saying the body positivity movement includes all bodies have severe all bodies matter energy.
Warrant.
We talk about thin privilege, and this is a really good example. So
Pizza.
I am making my breakfast, and I have a piece of pizza from Domino's left that I didn't finish last night, and it sounded really good, so I'm eating it. Because I exist in a smaller body, you're probably like, wow, good for her. Like, she has food freedom. She doesn't restrict herself. She doesn't say pizza's only a dinner food.
That's
like
a new one.
But now I want you to think, if I was in a bigger body, would you still be thinking?
If you were in a bigger body, yes, I would be very mad that you're eating pizza, because pizza's not really nutritious, and if you eat pizza over and over and over, you're gonna get fat. But you have the room for that, and I don't know, maybe if you eat pizza all the time, you're not gonna be healthy. You're gonna be skinny, but you're not gonna be healthy. But still, it's like, it's very different than somebody in a huge body. Very different, because they're closer to heart disease than you are.
The same things. Would you still say good for her, or would you say, are you sure you want to eat that?
I mean, I wouldn't even say good for you that you're eating a pizza. I would just say, okay, cool, you're eating a pizza.
Thin privilege is a joke. If you're fat and unhappy about it, change yourself. Why don't you change yourself? Let's start there. Because the main reason people who are overweight are unhappy is because people like you shame them just for existing.
Yeah, because 9 times out of 10, they don't care about losing weight. We're like, oh yeah, I'm losing weight, and then instead of eating 3 hot dogs, they eat 1.5 hot dogs with some chips on the side, maybe some macaroni and cheese. Like, they're not trying hard enough, and we gotta let them know, hey, you gotta step it up. Like, you're eating less, but you're not eating enough to the point where you're losing weight. You're just not gaining weight as fast as you were before, and we have to be harsh on them. Because if you're not harsh and they don't listen, they're just gonna die faster. I mean, yeah, they can choose to break the friendship up, or maybe they just don't want to listen to you anyway and they just want to do whatever they want. Okay, sure, you could do that, but at the same time, your funeral's coming closer.
They're not the problem. You're the problem.
We are not.
Still remember when people got upset
We are the solution. This is loud.
that I put 3 scrambled eggs instead of 2 into my breakfast hash that I ate, and people went wild about it? Thin privilege, fat phobia, you're welcome.
I mean, hey, I wouldn't eat that many hamburgers from McDonald's, but it's not weird to me. Yeah, it's an unhealthy choice, but it's not weird that a skinny person like her is just eating a whole bunch of McDonald's. She must be really hungry. Oh my gosh.
I choose this brownie. Such a workout.
She's like making a TikTok of her rolling on the ground chasing a brownie, and then she eats the brownie. I know she's doing it for attention, but like, why does the views and attention matter so much that you have to sacrifice your health for it? Oh.
Promoting obesity is what it takes to make other fat people feel hot.
I've seen this muffin girl before. I can't watch this.
Today I want to talk about
why non-marginalized people specifically.
why non-marginalized people, specifically thin people, don't belong in the body positivity movement.
Wow.
Thin people have turned this movement.
So they're excluding that one skinny girl from last video who she just looks like a skeleton. She's so skinny, and she's not part of the body positivity movement, even though she's super thin and it's because of a condition. But these people who are overweight by choice, the majority of them are overweight by choice, get to be part of the body positivity movement, even though they just need to stop putting down the Twinkies to lose weight.
to being about self-love, and that really just highlights how much privilege you have. This movement was never supposed to be about self-love. It was supposed to be about dismantling systems of oppression, specifically racism, fatphobia.
Racism, fat. See, clinging it together. This is a joke. Racism compared to fat phobia is a joke. We're not, enslaving and whipping a bunch of fat people and then telling them to work jobs and then not get paid for it, and then we just completely discriminate. No, all we're saying is you need to lose weight. You're huge. We're not enslaving you.
And ableism. We can't love ourselves out of oppression. I'm fat and disabled. Just because I love myself, which I do, doesn't mean that I'm somehow shielded from fat phobia or
this is hurting my head, man. How do people believe this stuff so fluently?
Ally, just listen up. If you think that the term fat ally is stupid, oh my god, scroll, I could not care less about your opinion. If you care the smallest amount of fat people, you're gonna have to stop pointing out we're fat every single chance you get. Because I feel like thin people have this weird need to remind fat people we are different.
I mean, not really. Unless you have some really severe condition, you are both humans and they care about somebody else losing weight. Maybe they've gone through a complete weight loss transformation, right? They've lost so many pounds and now they're thin. And they're like, hey, I know you're big, but here are ways that you can lose weight. And they don't want to accept that. They don't want to talk about that. They don't want to be around that environment because they don't want to change. They want to be huge their entire life. And then they're like, oh man, I don't have the guts to say it to their face. So they're like, oh yeah, okay, I'll take the advice. And they go on TikTok and they're like, okay, quick rant. Anybody who shames fat people every chance they get, it's like, cowards, man. They don't face their problems, and their problems are being obese. No, they shouldn't make bigger chairs for people like those. They should not make bigger chairs. Just lose weight and you can fit in chairs.
I have a condition called lipedema. It's a rarely diagnosed fibrotic fat disorder that grows the legs and sometimes the arms really big. Lipedema fat isn't losable, so you can't diet or exercise it away. Most people have seen lipedema, but they don't know it. 11% of all people assigned female at birth are said to have it. Very few people.
They say 11%? That is no. I don't believe that. I don't believe that 11% of the whole female population has super huge obesity that they can't control. I don't walk around and see a bunch of people with huge arms and huge legs. So yeah, it sucks though. It sucks that she really does have a bad condition, and definitely feel bad for her. It wouldn't be somebody I'd make fun of or tell them to lose weight in a negative way. But at the same time, it's like you're kind of stretching it. 11%. I don't know about that.
Compression to help reduce swelling and hopefully.
And why did it just pop up? There's no way.
Genuinely don't know how many times I've had to repeat this, but skinny shaming and fat phobia are not the same thing. Skinny shaming is being bullied for your body. It's body shaming, right? Which fat people experience as well. No matter who gets body shamed, body shaming is bad. Okay? Body shaming bad. However, people also experience an entirely different part of fat phobia and discrimination that thin people will never experience.
Exactly, because thin people, if you're underweight, most likely they're not trying super hard to starve themselves. They most likely have a condition. Maybe some women, they really feel the need to be super thin. Okay, yeah, but then that could even be something mentally wrong with them. But being fat, it's definitely different because there's a large number of people, around 42% of all adults are obese. There's so much more people that it's like, okay, we have 42% of our entire population in America who is obese. It's like, just stop eating food. Whereas we don't have that huge problem with thin people. So we're definitely going to pay a bigger attention to the humongous muffins that are walking around in our society. And that shouldn't be anything weird or just out of the blue. It's just, that's how life is, and you really gotta change yourself and stop being huge. So that was fat acceptance TikTok cringe. It was pretty sad. End of the day, stop being fat.